we see the Premier's suggestion of an election uh, being a couple of things. Number one, he's trying to hold on to power and thwart the whole process of the Commission of Inquiry. But most importantly, it seems to me to be an attempt to thwart the whole justice system and to prevent his colleagues from standing before the courts and facing criminal charges on the actions that they've had over the last that they've on their actions over the last 6 years.
That was not all that members of the opposition called the Premier's proposal of an October election. They also called it laughable, a charade, and unrealistic.
Yeah, this is a very unique situation, and those in the media are covering it as though it's some big news. This is really just another PNP attempt. It's nonsense. We need to treat it as that. I don't think we need to give any credibility to the fact of what they're trying to do.
The fact of the matter is that they can't ignore what has happened over the last 2 years. There's no way they can ignore what happened over the last 2 years. So the process still has to play out. The process of the Commission of Inquiry report being presented to the people of the country, the assets of the country being recovered, and those individuals who perpetrated the crimes convicted.
Leader of the opposition, the Honorable Floyd Seymour, said there were 4 important aspects that needed to be addressed before any elections are held.
We're prepared for an election whenever the election is called. However, we want to see criminal proceedings first. We want to see asset recovery. We want to see campaign finance legislation, and we want to see electoral reform. Once those 4 things are done, then we're prepared at any time to go to the polls.
PDM officials say that though the elections are unrealistic, they are ready for the challenge and hold firm that the voting public will choose differently this time around. They say that while the government has a 90-day plan, they have a 4-year plan of action for the Turks and Caicos Islands.
As it relates to as it relates to the election, I mean, simply put, we're always ready for an election. We're always ready to go to the polls and to allow the people to elect a better government. We believe we present that better choice, and we are a better alternative for the people than what we have had over the last 6 years.
For WIV4 News, I'm Joy Del Drill.